Hello friends, this is the part 3 of antimalarial drugs and it describes the artemisinin derivatives in the detail.
Who is she is in the picture? You can see that she was awarded with some prize. One clue that she got awarded in the 2015 for the discovery of. Yes, she is a Chinese pharmaceutical chemist Tu Yu, and she discovered the artemisinin and dihydroartemisinin derivatives, and it achieved a breakthrough in the 20th century, the tropical medicine for the cure of malaria, particularly the P. falciparum malarial cure, and for that she was awarded in 2015 as a Nobel laureate in the physiology or the medicine. So let's see about the artemisinin derivatives. Artemisinin derivatives. The first we describe about the source and the brief in chemistry, then how it acts on the plasmodia, that is mechanism of action, then the resistance, that is important part, and the adverse drug reaction and the clinical status of the artemisinin derivatives, and the combination with the other antimalarial drugs, that is the artemisinin combination therapy. Now the artemisinin derivatives. The artemisinin is the active principles of the plant, that is Artemisia annua. See here you can see that is a plant of the Artemisia annua. In the Chinese traditional medicine it is famous as a quinacosu. Even though we today are boycotting the China, but this is the first line anti-malarial drugs. Chemically it is a sequitapine lactone derivatives. It is the most potent and rapidly acting blood schizoanticidal drugs, but it has a true problem: shorter duration of action and the poor solubility. Poor solubility in water and oil. Depending upon that solubility, several derivatives were produced for the clinical use of artemisinin derivatives. So problem with the artemisinin is the two things, that is a poor solubility in the water or the oil and the duration of action. Because of poor solubility in water and oil, the various several derivatives have been produced for the clinical use. That is artemether, artesunate, arteether, and arteriolen. So starts with the arteether. It is only soluble in the oil. So soluble, only soluble in the oil, that can be given intramuscularly. Now only in the water, that is artesunate. The artesunate is only soluble in the water, that can be given by any route, oral as well as parenteral, intramuscular and intravenous. You can see here the artesunate injection, and here it is written that it can be given intravenous or intramuscular as it is a parenteral preparation. Then artemether, that is a mixed soluble in both oil and the water. So it can be given oral as well as intramuscularly. It cannot be given intravenously. So here there is a artemether that is available in the tablet formulation here. So now the confused, right? So easy to remember arteriolen, that is O for oral. One more important peculiarity is about the arteriolen that you find out by yourself. Then easy to remember only intramuscular and oil soluble, that is ether. Only in the water soluble and available for all the routes, that is artesunate, and oral and intramuscular, that is a mixed solubility in both oral as well as water, that is the artemether. So artemether, artesunate, arteether, and the arteriolen, all these drugs are collectively referred as artemisinin. So now is it clear? Artemisinin is the group name of a drug that includes all the four drugs included in this group, that is artemether, artesunate, arteether, and the arteriolen. Now the next is the duration of action. The artemisinin having a short duration of action, very potent, rapidly acting blood schizoanticidal drugs. It will causes the 90% of a clearing of a blood parasitemia, but remaining 10% will give rise to the residual load of a plasmodia, will give rise to the recrudescence rate. The recrudescence rate is a very high when used alone. If it is used for the 3 days of a course, the recrudescence rate is a 50%. If it is prolonged for the 2 more days, that is a 5 days of a therapy, the recrudescence rate is reduced from the 50% to the 10%. That means the prolonging the duration of a therapy will cause is reduction of a recrudescence rate. But such a prolonged duration of a therapy, there is a threat of a resistance development that we want to delay, or that is less desirable. So it reduces the recrudescence rate and total parasitemia clearing that can be prevented by the combining artemisinin with the long-acting anti-malarial drugs, and that is the platform or the base of a artemisinin combination therapy. The mechanism of action of artemisinin. The artemisinin is having the endoperoxidase bridge in their molecules. It gets activated by the free or bound intraparasitic heme molecule. You can see that in the heme degradation, there is a free or bound hemoglobin. This hemoglobin will causes activation of endoperoxidase bridge. Because of that activation, there is a ferrous ion mediated cleavage of that bridge. That bridge is cleaved, and because of that there is a release of the highly reactive free radical species. There is a free radical species generation. These free radical species will cause the alkylation of essential proteins of the parasite molecule. They causes lipid peroxidation, causes the damage to endoplasmic reticulum, damage to the electron transport system, and that leads to finally there is a cellular damage, and it causes finally the death of parasite, that is the lysis of parasite. Another action is inactivation of a plasmodial sarcoplasmic endoplasmic calcium ATPase, that is known as a PFATP6 action. So in short, there is a binding with him will results into the free radical generation, and that free radical generation causes the lysis of plasmodial membrane. Now the next is resistance. There is a clinically still there is a no resistance of the P. falciparum in the majority countries. Certain countries shows decreases the responsiveness to the treatment to the artemisinin, and the most important that no cross resistance among the other anti-malarial drugs of drug class. So we can safely combine the longer acting anti-malarial drugs with the artemisinin derivatives for the complete clearing of parasitemia. Now the after mechanism of action, there is an anti-malarial action, the pharmacological action of artemisinin. Artemisinin is a potent and rapidly acting blood schizonticidal drugs. So it produces the fastest clearing of a parasitemia from the blood within 24 to 48 hours. It is faster than even chloroquine and the quinine. So patient feel the relief of the clinical symptoms, abatement of a clinical symptoms, that is known as a quick defervescence. So that is the important anti-malarial action. Second part is that is different from the other anti-malarial drugs, that is it has an action on the wide range of a plasmodial development in the RBC stage. You can see that in conventional anti-malarial drugs they act only to the late trophocyte. You can see here in the stage of the red blood cell, inside the red blood cell there is a plasmodia undergo the different stages, that is the ring form, early trophocyte form, late trophocyte form, and the schizont, and then converted into gamete. The conventional antimalarial drugs having the action only on the trophocyte, while in case of a artemisinin derivatives, it has an action on the ring stage, early trophocyte stage, late stage, as well as the schizont. So it has an action on the wide range of a plasmodial stages inside the red blood cell. It is sensitive to all the strains, including the resistance, that is P. falciparum resistance plasmodia. It has no action onto the exoerythrocyte or the hypnozoite or the liver form, but it lethal to the early gametes. It has no action to the mature gamete, but it causes the delaying development of early gametes. So it has to reduce the transmission, but we cannot say that it totally interrupt the transmission process because it has no strong gametocidal activity. Now the next is artesunate. Artesunate is a sodium salt and it is a water soluble. It can be given at antral as well as parenteral route, so intramuscular and intravenous. So this can be administered by any of the routes, oral, intramuscular, intravenous. After the absorption, within 1 hour it reached to the peak and it converted into active metabolites, that is dihydroartemisinin, and it has a half-life of just 1 to 2 hours, the shorter duration. And if you repeatedly administer the artesunate, it undergo the autoinduction, means it increases its own metabolism by inducing the enzyme cytochrome P2B6 and cytochrome P3A4. So the increases amount of enzymes that causes rapid metabolism of artesunate itself and further reduces the half-life of artesunate. The utilization of artesunate is intravenous and the oral. In intravenous, it is a drug of choice for the severe malaria or complicated malaria. In oral therapy, it is the one of the component of artemisinin combination therapy, where artesunate is combined with amodiaquine, mefloquine and sulfapyrimethamine combination. So what to recall about the artesunate? Sodium salt, that is a sodium and sunate. The sodium salt is water soluble, can be given by any route, and it is a drug of choice intravenously for the severe malaria and combined with the amodiaquine, mefloquine and sulfapyrimethamine. So that is about the all artesunate. The next is artemether. Artemether is mixed with both lipid as well as oral. So it is lipid as well as water soluble. So it can be given orally as well as it can be given intramuscularly. Again, the slow absorption, first pass metabolism and extensive metabolism by CYP3A4 enzyme yields a variable half-life ranging from the 5 to 8 hours. Regards to the artemether, clinical utilization is the second choice in the severe malaria. The first choice is artesunate intravenously. If it is not available for the severe malaria, artemether is a second choice and that can be given intramuscularly. In the oral, only the one drug that is compatible to combine with artemether, that is the lumefantrine. So artemether plus lumefantrine is also included into the artemisinin combination therapy. So this is about artemether. The next is arteether. Arteether is only the lipid soluble. It is available for intramuscular route only in the adults for the complicated malaria. It is the longest duration, that is the half-life is about almost a day, that is a 23 hours. So because of such a longer duration, it is recommended for the 3 days oral ACT combination schedule only. It is not suitable for the severe malaria. So what to remember about the all three component? This is by all the route, drug of choice by intravenous administration, artemether best combined with the lumefantrine, and arteether is only for the adult and it is not for the severe malaria.
The next is adverse drug reaction. Millions of data available from the utilization of artesunate and artemether shows the adverse drug reaction are very mild in the nature and very few appears. There is a gastrointestinal disturbance, that is nausea, vomiting and abdominal pain, and sometimes a drug fever, itching and hypersensitivity reaction, headache, dizziness and tinnitus. So all the three sets of the adverse drug reaction, that is very familiar to you, right? Whether you know or don't know, but whenever we ask about the adverse drug reaction, there is a nausea, vomiting, headache, dizziness and hypersensitivity reaction. That is the student's favorite set of adverse drug reaction. Rarely there is a delayed hemolysis and abnormal bleeding and the dark urine. So as compared to the chloroquine and quinine, see, chloroquine is a tight tissue binding protein having a cumulative tendency and it causes the serious adverse effects on the cardiovascular system, retina and CNS. Same way in case of a quinine, there is a shinkonism. You can see here the list is no any system specific adverse drug reaction or organ toxicity is there. Rarely transient leukopenia or reticulocytopenia, that means decreases in the leukocyte count and decreases in the reticulocyte count in the peripheral bloods. That is a subside on the stoppage of drugs. That indicates that it is a reversible adverse drug reaction which um, subside after the discontinuation of a drug. So that is about the artemisinin adverse drug reaction. The next is drug-drug interaction. Although the artemisinin having no impact on the cardiovascular system, but still concurrent administration of drugs which prolong the QT interval, for example, antiarrhythmic drug, tricyclic antidepressant drugs or phenothiazine group of a drug, if given together or concurrently administered, it increases the risk of a cardiac conduction. So there should be no combine of artemisinin with these drugs apart from other antimalarial drugs which also prolongs the QT interval. Recall, yes, chloroquine, quinine, mefloquine, they also should not combine with the artemisinin. Then it is also noted that these artemisinin drugs are safer and no any drug-drug interaction with their co-partner drugs, that is amodiaquine, mafloquine, piperaquine, atovaquine and lumefantrine. All the combinations are safer. There is a no drug-drug interaction is there.
And the last is therapeutic uses of artemisinin. Artemisinin is a drug of choice for the P. vivax malaria when chloroquine or quinine are contraindicated. Either there is a resistance to the chloroquine or quinine plus doxycycline. When chloroquine is a resistance, the next alternative is quinine plus doxycycline. So, either resistance to the both the drugs or there is a contraindication of these both the drugs where no other option is left, artemisinin can be used for the control of P. vivax malaria. In case of a P. falciparum malaria, whether it is a chloroquine sensitive or the resistance to any anti-malarial drugs, in uncomplicated cases in the P. falciparum, the oral artemisinin combination therapy is preferred. If P. falciparum malaria is a severe and complicated, then the drug of a choice is again the artemisinin combination therapy, but here the route is parenteral, that is either intramuscular or intravenous. The only intravenous preparation is available, that is artesunate. So artesunate is the drug of choice or the best preferred for the intravenous administration for the severe and complicated P. falciparum malaria, and it is included into the National Vector-Borne Disease Control Program. So it can be used in the majority cases. It is used for the P. falciparum resistance malaria. If it is uncomplicated, oral therapy should be administered. If it is a severe and complicated, the parenteral therapy should be administered.
Even though it is a faster and rapidly acting blood parasitemia clearing drug, but it has a problem with the shorter duration. See here the rapid clearing of a parasite, but residual parasite load that can causes the new infection cycle and can add to the new infection, that is known as a recrudescence rate. So because of a shorter duration, artemisinin is associated with the higher recrudescence rate. So we can prolong the artemisinin monotherapy. For example, after the 3 days of a therapy, recrudescence rate is reduced to 50%, and after the 5 days of a artemisinin monotherapy, the recrudescence rate is reduced to 10%. But such a 5 days of a longer period of a monotherapy with artemisinin associated with the threat of a resistance. So this is the best drug that is effective against the chloroquine resistance as well as multi-drug resistance P. falciparum. If the resistance started to develop the artemisinin derivatives, we may lose the future hope for the cure of a malaria. So to prevent it from the resistance, what to do? Artemisinin is combined with the longer acting erythrocytic schizontecidal drugs. You can see in the picture that artemisinin initially the fastest and rapidly clearing of a blood parasite. As its action is over, the longer acting schizontecidal drugs. The companion drug should be must matching the pharmacokinetic, that is the T half on the blood circulation. At least it should be in the effective concentration in the blood for the 3 to 4 asexual cycle of a parasite, so it can eliminate the greater than the 95% of the plasmodia from the blood circulation. So for this effective parasitemia clearing strategy, the artemisinin derivatives is combined with the longer acting erythrocytic schizontecidal drugs, that is known as ACT, artemisinin based combination therapy. So advantages of artemisinin combination therapy is a rapid clinical and parasitological cure. It causes the removal of a greater than 95% of the parasite from the blood. So higher cure rate is achieved with lower chances of recrudescence rate. There are minimal chances of a development of a resistance of a parasite to the artemisinin derivatives, and it has a very good safety and profile and the good tolerability. There is no major system disturbances or organ damage is observed with the artemisinin derivatives, and the dosing schedule is simpler than the standard old anti-malarial drugs. The various combination available with the different artemisinin derivatives are artemether plus lumefantrine, that is AMLM, then artesunate with mefloquine, that is ASMQ, then artesunate with amodiaquine, that is ASAQ. So with mefloquine, amodiaquine and sulfadoxine plus pyrimethamine, so AS plus SP, and the last one is artesunate plus pyroneridine, that is AS plus Pi bar I Py Rn. So 4 combination is found with the artesunate derivatives. The maximum number of combination is with the artesunate. Then oral artemisinin combination, that is a dihydroartemisinin plus piperacin, that is a DHA plus PPQ. Then arteriolen plus piperacin, that is AR plus PPQ. So these are the 7 combination are available in the market. We will see the one by one. So first combination is artemether and lumefantrine. For easy recall, the artemether, that is Am, plus lumefantrine, that is Lm. So Am plus Lm. It is not a standard abbreviation. For the easy recall, I just made the Am plus Lm. So companion drug is lumefantrine. It is a highly effective, orally active, long schizonticital drugs, and it kills the resistance P falciparum, and it is highly lipophilic, slowly get absorbed after the 2 hours of the absorption, and the absorption pattern is matched with the artemether. It has a longer half-life, 2 to 3 days. For it is further extend in the malaria patient for the 4 to 6 days. So when it combined together with the artemether, definitely they achieves a better clinical cure, that is 95 to 99% of a parasitemia is clear. Then combined together the shorter duration of action, so it prevents the resistance and it is effective against the multi-drug resistance P. falciparum, and there is a quick reduces the symptoms, and further the lumefantrine check the gametocyte population, so it will check the transmission. So standard advantages of combination, that is resistance, high cure rate, and effective against the resistance organism, and prevent the recrudescence. They are the advantages of artemether combined with the lumefantrine. Regard to the pharmacokinetic, lumefantrine is a highly lipophilic. It is better absorbed with the fatty food, so it should be advised to take with the fatty food or the milk for the adequate absorption and adequate blood level for the effective combination therapy. The next is adverse drug reaction. Again, the adverse drug reaction is the, as usual, GI upset, headache, dizziness, sleep disturbances, and the arthralgia and myalgia. Nothing significant organ damage is associated with this combination. It is avoided in the first trimester of the pregnancy. The important pharmacokinetic features of this combination is that there is a two kinds of a drug-drug interaction should be aware of it. One is the drug metabolized by CYP2D6, because the lumefantrine inhibit the isoenzymes of the cytochrome 2D6. If that inhibit this enzyme, the simultaneous administration of a drugs which is metabolized by the same enzyme will inhibit the metabolism and raises the plasma level of these drugs. For example, neuroleptic drugs, metoprolol, tricyclic antidepressant drugs. If the plasma level of these drugs is raised, it will produce the side effects. So CYP2D6 metabolizing drug should not be concurrently administered with the ACT therapy. Second one is the drug that prolong the QT interval. Fewer cases are reported that Artemis ACT therapy alone is not the responsible, but when it combined with any other drug which having the side effects of the QT prolongation, it may causes together with the prolongation of a QT interval. The drugs are antibiotic, antifungal drugs, antiarrhythmic drugs, as well as antipsychotic and antidepressant drugs should be avoided while the ACT therapy is given. The next is regimen. The regimen approved by the WHO and India is it is the standard dose of the adult in the dose ratio of artemether and the lumefantrine is to 1 is to 6. That means, and there's artemether is 80 milligram, 8 fours are 480, that is the lumefantrine is 6 times in the ratio. That achieves the better pharmacokinetic blood level TF and the effective cleaning of the parasitemia from the blood. So tablet strength is available in the form of a 20 milligram and 120 milligram. So according to the weight basis of the National Vector-Borne Disease Control Program, shows that how many numbers of a tablet should be taken according to the weight basis. The 5 to 15 kilogram, that is in the pediatric, up to pediatrics, below 50 milligram, 50 kilogram, there is a single tablet, that is a 20 milligram and 120 milligram BD. In case of a teenager, that is a 25 to 50 weight band, there is a 2 tablets of this standard strength should be given twice. Same way, up to 35 3 tablets, and greater than 35 there is a 4 tablet, that is the adult dose. 80 milligram plus 480 milligram BD is should be given for the treatment of chloroquine resistance P. vivax as well as multi-drug resistance P. falciparum malaria. This combination is a very popular in the India, and National Vector-Borne Disease Control Program uh, uh, preferred this regimen to used in the northern region of the India, where there is a chances of P. falciparum resistance is widely prevalent. The next combination, that is a second combination, that is artesunate and mefloquine. Again, the short form is AS and mefloquine, MQ, AS plus MQ. It is a highly effective and well tolerated and popular for the uncomplicated P. falciparum malaria, but it is not popular in the India, but in the utilized in the other country like Thailand, Myanmar, and the other Southeast Asia. But again, the country where the mefloquine resistance is prevalent, it is to be checked to utilize this acid combination, and there may be alternate acid is better in that area. And if you remember the set of adverse drug reaction profile of a mefloquine, it is the drug that associated with QT prolongation as well as neuropsychiatric disturbance. So because of that two major system related adverse effects potential, this combination is a less favorable and the less popular in the India as well as the other country. Now the dosage regimen of this artesunate and mefloquine, it is a 3 days regimen. All the 3 days artesunate is combined, artesunate should be continued with the 100 milligram, or the weight basis dose is a 4 milligram per kilogram per day for all the 3 days. The mefloquine is added on the second day, that is the 750 milligram or the 15 milligram per kilogram per day. On the third day, dose is reduced to the 500 milligram and 10 milligram per kilogram per day. So total mefloquine dose should be given in the 3 days, that is 25 milligram per kilogram per day, and the daily artesunate 100 milligram per day. So this is the regimen of the artesunate plus mefloquine. So third combination of artemisinin combination therapy is artesunate and amodiaquine. The short form is AS plus AQ. Itself having a short half-life because of active metabolite, it has a longer half-life, that is a 10 to 18 days. Structurally and chemically resembles to the chloroquine. So this combinations may not be useful in case of a chloroquine resistance area. But amodiaquine is shown to produce a satisfactory response in certain African countries, and by adding the artesunates, it further improves the cure rate. So it is a first line of ACT in the treatment of uncomplicated P. falciparum malaria in certain African countries. Nowadays, it is also marketed in the India as a fixed dose combination in the 3 different strengths for the 3 days of a therapy. Here you can see the 3 days regimen of artesunates plus amodiaquine. Here the dose strength is 200 milligram, 4 milligram per kilogram. Previously in the artesunates in the combination with mefloquine, where the strength is 100 milligram, here there is a 200 milligram, 4 milligram per kilogram is the base, and amodiaquine is a 600 milligram or 10 milligram per kilogram per day on the weight basis. The fixed dose combination is available in the form of a 25 milligram plus 67.5 milligram amodiaquine. Now there is a doubling of this fixed dose combination according to the weight basis. Here there is a 25, the artesunate is a 50, and doubling of 100. Here the 67.5, that is a double of that, there is a 135, and here there is a 270 milligram. So this fixed dose combination is available in the Indian market for the treatment of uncomplicated P. falciparum malaria. So fourth combination is artesunate with the sulfadoxine and pyrimethamine. This combination produces a less side effects and good tolerability than mefloquine, as the mefloquine having the more side effects. Plus, except the northeastern states bordering the Myanmar, the satisfactory cure rate was achieved in the most of the part of India, that is greater than 96%. And because of that, National Vector-Borne Disease Control Program included as a first-line therapy for the uncomplicated falciparum malaria including its safety in the second and third trimester of the pregnancy. It is not effective only where the already multi-drug resistance P. falciparum is there, because it is not effective against the multi-drug resistance P. falciparum plasmodia, and it is not effective into the certain malarial endemic country because of development of a resistance to the sulfadoxine pyrimethamine entity in this combination. It is again the 3 days of a therapy, the day 1, 2, 3. Here the artesunate is in standard dose, that is 100 milligram BD for on the weight basis, 4 milligram per kilogram per day. All the 3 days the schedule remains the same. The sulfadoxine and pyrimethamine only given a single dose. There is a sulfadoxine in the strength of a 1500 milligram and pyrimethamine in the 75 milligram single dose. So this is about the artesunate sulfadoxine pyrimethamine combination. So maximum 3 combination with the artesunate, right? Which are the 3 combination? Let's revise it. First one is artesunate plus mefloquine, second one is artesunate plus amodiaquine, and third one is artesunate plus sulfapyrimethamine group, right? The first one is artesunate plus mefloquine. Because of the adverse effects profile of a mefloquine, it is less favorable. Next is amodiaquine. Amodiaquine is similar to the chloroquine, so not preferred for the chloroquine resistance area, but it provides a good cure rate into some African countries. So it is popular into the African countries for the uncomplicated P. falciparum malaria. Nowadays it is available in the different strengths into the fixed dose combination for the 3 days of therapy. Then the next one is a sulfapyrimethamine combination. Out of these 3, this one is produces satisfactory cure rate into the India, except the few part of north and east that is a resistance to the sulfa drugs. Rest of the country having the good cure rate and success rate. So National Vector-Borne Disease Control Program included it is the first line ACT for the uncomplicated P. falciparum malaria. It is also included into the management of a P. falciparum malaria into the second and third trimester of a pregnancy. So this is the short recall about the artesunates containing the combination. Now the next is remaining 2 drugs combination with the oral artemisinin derivatives. This is the 5th combination of dihydroartemisinin and piperaquine, that is a DHA plus PQ. The piperaquine is a longest acting congeners of the chloroquine, and when it combined with the artemisinin, the efficacy is comparable to artemether plus lumefantrine. This fixed dose combination has achieved greater than 98% of a response rate in case of an uncomplicated P. falciparum malaria. The piperaquine is co-formulated with the DHA in the dose ratio of 8:1, that 1 part of a dihydroartemisinin and 8 parts of the piperaquine, and that is utilized for the multi-drug resistance Plasmodium falciparum infection. In the clinical trial, it has a good efficacy as well as a good safety profile. Even it is well tolerated by the children. In the children, it achieves also the higher response rate as well as well tolerable. So the WHO recommended the higher dose of this combination in case of a children weighing the less than 25 kg weight. Here see the regimen. Here it is in the dose ratio of 1:8 for the children greater than 25 kg weight or greater than that, that is in adult weight. The dose of a dihydroartemisinin is 2 milligram per kilogram, or total dose is 120 milligram. And the piperaquine is a 16 milligram per kilogram, or daily there is a 960 milligram. In case of a children less than 25 kilogram weight, the dose is higher. That is the dihydroartemisinin is 2.5 milligram per kilogram, that is the higher than the children greater than 25 kg weight. Same way the piperaquine, that is instead of a 16 there is a 20 milligram per kilogram dose is permitted by the WHO. So now the last 2 combination, the 6th and 7th, that is atriolen plus piperaquine and artesunate plus spironidine. Atriolen, that is the first synthetic oral artemisinin derivatives, that is a first developed in the India, and it is in the combination of a piperaquine. It is available for the fixed dose combination, and this fixed dose combination undergo the multicentric trials into the India, Bangladesh and Thailand, and it produces the greater than 95% of a cure rate in the uncomplicated P. falciparum malaria.
Safety and efficacy wise, this combination is comparable to the artemether plus lumefantrine, the very first combination of SCT therapy. And adverse drug reactions, safety, all are similar to that. So it is approved for the treatment of uncomplicated P. falciparum malaria. It is approved only for the adult. The regimen is the 3 daily regimens of the same dose. There is atriolan, that is 150 milligram, and the piperaquine 750 milligram. The dose remains the same for all the 3 days, and it is a 3 days of a therapy. So this combination is more or less similar to the artemether plus lumefantrine, that is oral 95% cure rate, treatment for uncomplicated P. falciparum, efficacy and tolerability same, that is a headache, nausea, postural dizziness, abdominal pain, diarrhea, that is common side effects, and it is approved for the adult. The last one, that is artesunate plus pyrrolidine. The pyrrolidine, again the similar congeners of the chloroquine, very slow onset and the longer duration of action, that is almost 7 days. Again, this drug combination had gone the multicentric trials into the India and China and the Thailand and Africa. It was very famous in the market in the China, but in the India it is yet not approved for the malarial use.
Thank you. Have a nice day.